Hey there, I just want to make a quick video to kind of spotlight the WFL3 drums. So right before COVID or around before COVID started, I was listening to the Drum History podcast, and on that episode was Bill Ludwig III. And it was a really great episode. I'm a longtime listener of Drum History podcast, but so Bill Ludwig III was on the episode talking about his new company, and at the end of the interview, he kind of gave his personal information, his email, and he said, "Hey, listen, if anyone's out there and wants to talk drums or is looking to have a drum made, give me a call. You shoot me an email." So I thought, you know what, I'd like to get in touch with this guy and see what see what his company is all about and see what they have to offer. So I emailed him. I knew that I was going to be in Chicago within a few weeks. I was on the road with the David Bromberg band, and we were going to be on tour, stopping through Chicago and that area. So I sent Bill an email telling him who I was and who I played for, and just saying that I wanted to get some more information about his company and get a chance to see his drums. Where I live in Pennsylvania, we don't really get an opportunity to have WFL3 drums just come every in every music store. So I wanted to see if I could reach out to him, and sure enough, man, within no time I got an email back from Bill saying, "Hey Josh, let's schedule a date. If you're coming through this area, let's have some lunch together." So we met up. He couldn't have been nicer. I mean, he was just an incredibly nice guy. We had a great conversation about the Ludwig family, the legacy, the drums, who played these drums, and all kinds of really great stories. I went away from there feeling really good. Just get almost like a firsthand history on the Ludwig company and some really great stories about their endorsees, I guess you would. Anyway, at the end of the lunch, we went out to the cars, and Bill had a few snare drums. So we took about 10 minutes. I hit some. They sounded really, really great. I was really impressed by the craftsmanship and the quality of instrument that he showed me. So fast forward a little bit of time, COVID hit, and we were talking about making a drum that I was interested in to kind of go outside of the box a little bit. I had an early 1920s or maybe even a little earlier a dance model drum that Ludwig and Ludwig had made, and I absolutely loved it. It's a chrome over brass shell that was 4 inches by 14. And I told Bill that, man, that was one of my favorite sounding drums, and it just, the way it played, it always felt so good. So I asked him, "Hey, do you make drums in a depth of about 4 inches or anywhere there?" And he said, "Well, not at the time." He's like, "We only make I think 5.5 and 6.5. That's what we usually offer. But if you're interested in something like that, I can talk to," he said he'd talk to his drum guys in the shop and see if that was possible. So long story short, COVID happened. Unfortunately, things slowed down. Recently, I figured, you know what? Let's see if we can get something happening here. So I reached out to Bill again, and we talked on the phone a bunch. And I said, "Hey, listen, I think I'm ready to pull the trigger on this snare drum build. I want to see if it's possible to make a 4-inch by 14 snare drum, wooden snare drum." So he got his guys on it, and we came up with an idea, and he put his guys on it at the shop, and I don't know, maybe I ordered it, and within a month in the mail, I get this big box, WFL drums, and what came in it is this absolutely gorgeous WFL3 drum. I mean, this thing is just spectacular. I don't know if you can really see the It's let me see here. You can see it has a sparkle to it with a black kind of base. And the sparkle, actually, the further away you get from it, the more beautiful it is. There we go. So not only was, Bill and the team at WFL3, not only were they able to make this for me and, to create this where they normally don't make this size 4 by 14 here, but they did a fantastic job. We were kind of concerned about the size of the lugs, the lug shape and size. You can't really change that all that much. This is what they offer. So we were concerned about the if you go too tight on the head after a while, that the hoops would be bottoming out on this the lug. But we had it cranked pretty good, and there's still some wiggle room here, and I don't play it that tight. I actually play it fairly loose. I just like the snappiness that you get kind of out of a smaller height and shell. So, I mean, I can't tell you enough about this. I've played it on a few gigs already. It's absolutely gorgeous. The snare throw that they have is a trick snare throw, which I've never used before. I've only ever used, whatever is on my snare drums that I'm using, but it has a 3-point position to give you, I guess, different tensions on the snare wires themselves, which I actually utilized a lot on the 2 gigs that I use this drum on. It does have the re-rings on the inside. And I'm telling you, my background is in not only playing drums, but my background is woodworking. And I've went to a lot of custom drum shops over the years and stopped in and, and I'm always kind of looking at the details that are the actual woodworking part of this process to manufacture these kinds of instruments. And more times than not, I'm actually not quite impressed, or maybe even a little disappointed at the very, very fine details of a lot of these smaller boutique, maybe, drum companies. But these guys at WFL, this drum is absolutely gorgeous. The woodworking alone on this drum is just an A++ in my, and I'm really picky. So it's an A++ as far as the craftsmanship. The finish on it is absolutely flawless. The hardware just looks beautiful. It's really nice looking chrome. The drum itself, I couldn't be happier with it. I love the sound of it. And I just wanted to give a quick, a shout out to Bill Ludwig III, and anybody that is looking to have, a custom drum made or order one of their production drums off of WFL3 drums. They're incredible, and their price point is really not that bad. I mean, for a custom drum or a one-off drum, it's totally affordable, and I would recommend this type of instrument for anybody from beginner to pro. I mean, this is an absolute pro kind of instrument here, and I just wanted to give a shout out and a little review because it's just an incredible drum. I'm really impressed. And not only is the drum really cool, let me just show you that badge again. That badge this is the actual vent hole right here, which is an incredible idea. I love that. Lots of ventilation on that drum, keeps it nice and tight. And also, when you get the drum in the mail, it comes in this ridiculously cool box. I mean, look at that detail right there, even, to replicate that vent hole right there. I mean, this is a cool box. So not only do you get a really cool snare drum when you purchase something like, from WFL3, but you also get this really, cool box and a drum key. So it's just, it's a win-win when you decide, to go ahead and pull the trigger on one of these snare drums. You won't be disappointed. The craftsmanship, the quality, the sound of the instrument. I mean, it's a win-win, no matter how you look at it. So if you're on the fence, about purchasing from WFL3, or or if you're on the fence about anything about the company. I mean, from beginning to end, it's been absolutely a wonderful experience getting to meet Bill, getting to talk to him and hear his stories of the family legacy and what is Ludwig, and the WFL3 story. I mean, it's a home run, so if you're on the fence about checking into that company more, WFL3 Drums, don't hesitate. Go check it out. Give them a call. Write them an email. I mean, it could not have been better. The entire experience could not have been better. So yeah, man, check it out. WFL3 Drums. This is, essentially a custom one-off that they've made. Hopefully, they'll be putting these in production maybe, because I don't know that for sure. But this drum is so much fun to play. It gives you a nice quick snap, and it's everything I wanted out of a drum and more. So check them out, WFL3 Drums. Give them a shot. You'll love it. All right, take care. See ya.